Hello world, may the gift of your love bring you the peace and happiness that you so readily deserve. Meaningful connection and purpose is what we all want and need in order to truly be happy in life. Our desire is for us to experience real love, connection and friendship in our lives. Bring more love and healing into the world. We need it now more than ever. Sometimes we need someone to simply be there, not to fix anything or to do anything in particular, but just to let us feel that we are cared for and supported in the way that make us feel love is what everyone wants. It's hard for many people to ask for support when they needed it because they don't want to feel like a burden or make someone else feel responsible for how they feel or how they may not know what it is that they actually need in the moment. Sometimes we don't want our feelings to be fixed, we just want them to be understood. Giving someone the gift of your time, attention, understanding, and empathy can go a long way to making them feel genuinely loved and cared for. To make someone feel emotionally safe when they feel vulnerable, and then responding with love to them in that moment can create a connection and memory that will be treasured for a lifetime. By Joel Clemons. On Ellis Payne interview, it talked about Michele Morone, actor in The Assistant, on being perfect. We didn't come here to prove anything to anyone, but to enjoy ourselves and do what we are passionate about. Michele about to premiere the film The Assistant, an adaptation of Freda McFadden novel, arrives with a career marked by sharp decisions. Actor, musician, and the face of Dolce & Gabbana, Devotion Milk Fragrance speak from deal experience, the kind gained by living, not imagining. Some bodies read like a map and Michele is an open book. Slowly etched into his memory, each tattoo is an intimate coordinate, etched so as not to be forgotten the date 1804-2003 on his wrist, a symbol of mourning the day his father died when he was just 12. My God in Arabic, a constant whisper of fate, a circle on his back containing universe, journey, and destiny. The number 3 on his finger anchor him to his origins, and small figures scattered across his neck, lips, hands, and shoulders trace the path of a man who has never been afraid to speak his mind without filters. He has the name of his son Marcus and Brando tattoo on his body and on his chest. The name of his dog Cloud, a phoenix, rises on his left hand, a symbol of rebirth. On the right, a cross keeps his spiritual conversation alive, as does the image of Our Lady of Aparecida, or the crossed swords on his back, escorted by the mysterious number 1955 between pairises that would step your pulse, such as everyone will come to the funeral to make sure I'm dead and the initials EMS of his sister. Perhaps that blend of magnetism, presence, and authenticity explain why he's so mesmerizing on screen now that his career is entering one of its strongest periods following the global phenomenon on the 365 Days Saga. The Assistant, the highly anticipated adaptation of Freda McFadden best-selling novel, hits theater on January 1st with Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried alongside him. He has just finished filming Maserati, The Brothers, the biopic in which he shares the screen with Al Pacino, Anthony Hopkins, and Andy Garcia. He pronounces these names with that mix of respect, disbelief, and genuine joy of someone who knows his experience a dream come true. And the streak continues. He's part of the second season of The Gentleman, Guy Ritchie series. Dolce & Gabbana has made him the face of their fragrance devotion meal, and there are countless other projects that propel him into the orbit of the serious, inquisitive, and intuitive actor All this after having been a gardener years earlier, literally trimming hedge and planting flowers while dreaming of a life on stage until 2020 changed his story and the world discovered the mobster Massimo. Since then, Michele has continued to move forward and grow with an almost instinctive ease. He is an artist who reinvents himself, who risks, who turns his skin into a biography and his career into a declaration of identity. A man who knows who he is, but who remains willing to discover who he can be, and perhaps that's why no one can take the rise of him. What kind of child were you? I was a normal kid, shy like so many others, but when I was 9 and father got sick and everything changed, seeing my mother support the family alone forced me to grow up fast. When you go through something like that at home, you stop being a kid no matter how old you are. Life pushes you forward whether you want it to or not. When did you discover that acting was your path? It came about very naturally. I was 11 when my mother signed me up for. However, your story wasn't always easy. Not at all. I grew up with huge dream in a small town in Puglia. I decided I wanted to be an actor after watching Harry Potter. The school gigs as a musician and all sort of odds job. I installed parquet floors. I was gardener all while auditioning for commercials and TV series like Serene and Medici. It was tough, but it kept me going. How do you see interpretation today? Everything has become strange. It seems you need a certain body, a certain face, a certain look to exist, and that's a prison. Before, role models wanted to express something, now many just want to put on a show. And when the only goal is to be seen, no one is willing to make the sacrifices that leads to authenticity. If you have the ability and the passion, why not try it? Why not give yourself that opportunity? You are also a musician. Did the vocation come before or after acting? I was started when I was 17. I had long hair, listened to metal, played guitar, and then piano. Music was always there. But when I made my first film and was offered the chance to create part of the soundtrack, I discovered something different. In film, you play someone else. In music, you are yourself. I taught myself to play and sing, and I realized I didn't want to dedicate my life to just one thing. That would be limiting. Do you mean not wanting to be pigeonholed? Exactly. I want to take advantage of this time to do everything I love. There's no rule that says this yes, that no. If you have the ability and the passion, why not try? Why not give yourself the opportunity? Many are afraid to take the step, and that's normal. Although I don't forget anything, I don't waste time thinking what if. Many people don't start something because they are afraid of not being perfect, and perfection isn't the goal. It's what motivates you. Who cares if you are not flawless? Do what you love. We don't come here to prove anything to anyone, but to enjoy doing what we are passionate about. Would you say that life is a state of mind? Absolutely. Life isn't in your body, it's in your mind. Two people can go through the same pain and react differently. One saying the other overcomes it. I try to see opportunities even within my problems. It's not always easy, but I strive to transform obstacles into learning experiences. I know who I want to be, but I haven't gotten there yet, and I like it that way. If I had already achieved it by age 35, it would be boring. Life is also full of surprises, both good and bad. What does it feel like to be part of the Dolce & Gabbana? Domenico and Stefano are unique. They construct an identity. To be part of their universe is to tell the world what kind of man you are. It's an attitude. At this is who I am. It's the face of their devotion male fragrance. What does the word devotion means to you? It's surrounding yourself completely to what you love, even when it hurts. It's the strength that sustains you when everything is fallen. The inner voice that reminds you where you are going. What keeps you grounded? Being a father. I had my first child at 23 and my second at 27. They absorb everything I do. It forces you to be responsible and not get lost in trivialities. They are my anchor. How do you educate them? Telling them no. They don't need expensive sneakers or electric scooters. I was happy with the bike. I want them to understand that what value can't be both. At home, we have a big garden. If they want something special, they help out and save up. That way, they appreciate what they have. How do you protect yourself from negativity or envy? I don't pay them any attention. Those who are envious are just people with too much time on their hands. I'm focused on my work. If I receive hate, I tell myself, when you are big, they despise you. When you are small, they don't even mention you. I don't waste time thinking, what if? Many people don't start something because they are afraid they won't be perfect. You have been through some dark times. How do you get back up after hitting rock bottom? When you sink that low, you never want to come back down. Pain teaches you the true value of life. I bless my difficult moments because thanks to them, I appreciate what I have now. Life is understood through extremes, immense joy and profound sadness. In the middle, everything is flat. To truly live, you need to fail. What have you learned from filming alongside titans like Anthony Hopkins and Al Pacino? Humility is the mother of greatness. These days, anyone who appear on a reality show act like a god. Those who project an image of greatness are often the most insecure. Then you meet people like them, and they are pure simplicity. They don't need to prove anything. Seeing them enjoy themselves, improvise, and contribute at their age is inspiring. If you would go back, what would you tell your younger self? Keep going, don't change yourself, because even mistake will lead you to wonderful places. Mistakes have been just as important as success. It's the same thing I tell my children. If you believe something is right, do it. Even if you fall, that's life. Credit to all the owners of the photos and the videos. Thank you for watching my video today. Comment your reaction below. Don't forget to click the like button, share this video to others, and please subscribe on my channel. Day 365 of the 365 days of 2025. To all who work with me as a YouTube creator, here on my side, from the start and until now, my deepest sincere thank you for always believing in me. As we all welcome 2026, may the gift of love, joy, care, and hope always be with us. A blessed, prosperous 2026 to all of us. A message to all. Good things come to those who believe, better things come to those who are patient, and the best thing come to those who don't give up. Right now, there are people all over the world who are lonely. They are missing somebody. They are in love with someone they probably shouldn't be in love with. They have secret you wouldn't believe. They wish, dream, hope, and they look out the window whenever they are in a car or in a bus or a train. They watch people on the street and wonder what they have been through. They wonder if they are people out there like them. All we really need is just one person who understands us, get us, and can help us make sense of our swirling thoughts and emotion, doubts, and fear, so that we don't feel like we are crazy, lost, or alone. All we need is just one person that we don't have to hide our pain or tears from, that accept and love us as we are. Be the person that you want to attract. Learn to love yourself without judgment. If you want someone else to love you unconditionally, respect and stand up for yourself. If you want someone else who will keep you safe, live your passion. If you want to find someone who makes you feel free, the love you have for yourself is what you look for in someone else. By Joel Clemons.